How to create your radial flowers. Put your name and teacher code on the back. When something is radial, it basically means that it's circular. So our flowers are going to start from a middle kind of center point, and then as they get larger, they will keep that sort of circular shape. Whatever flower you're starting, you'll start with whatever the middle looks like. For this flower, I'm going to make a circle. Make sure it's pretty big. We don't want to draw too tiny. Then you'll draw a hill and a dip and a hill and a dip that connect together. Turn your paper, create a hill and a dip, a hill and a dip, and you just keep repeating this until you've filled the space on your circle. And then when you get to the second row of the petals, you will look between two petals where you see kind of a letter V, and you'll create a hill and a dip on each side, just the same as you did your first row. You'll go around and around until your flower is complete. You could go around again if you choose. This project, we will practice some overlapping. So if you draw something very close to something else and you want to create the effect of overlapping, you'll stop and start your lines to create the idea that one object is behind another or in front of another. So notice how I didn't continue my petal line. I stop, pick up my pencil, and continue the line like it's peeking from behind another petal. For the next radial flower I'm going to demonstrate, you're going to just do a single point, and then you'll make little bumps, little hills or rainbows that go around that single point. Remember, it's kind of making a circular shape. And then on your second row, you're going to leave some space between the petals, and you're going to repeat the same thing and make your flower as big as you choose. It can even go off the edge. It's a great way to practice stopping and starting your lines, just like when we were overlapping. Make sure you're drawing your flowers very, very big. And right here again is an example of me overlapping. See how I stop my line right before I get ready to bump into another flower, and I pick up my pencil and I continue drawing my petals. So every time that I get to another flower, I'm going to stop and then get to the other side of my flower and continue my line and make a really large flower. For the next flower I'll demonstrate, once again you start with a single point for this one, and then you're going to make a petal that swoops around and touches that same point. They're kind of like a raindrop shape. Then you'll add a little hill shape in between each petal. Make them nice and large, and you just keep kind of repeating the same shape and make your flower grow larger and larger. Once again, make sure you're drawing really, really big. Keep going and fill your paper with lots and lots of flowers. When your paper's full of flowers, grab a Sharpie marker and carefully retrace all of your pencil lines. Then you can add color with markers or paint or both. Remember, if you're using markers, you have to add really, really thick marker lines, and then we add water to the marker ink and spread it out with our paintbrush. If you're using paint, remember to get your watercolors nice and wet with a puddle before you start painting on your paper, because we need water to make our watercolors work very well. Don't forget to rinse your brush and blot it between each color. The more color you add, the better. Have fun and enjoy making your radial flowers.